Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to Final Expense Telesales. My name is Dana Neeson. Today, I come to you with an announcement that I am starting a book club. I am so excited about this. I'm going to talk to you about why I'm starting it, how you can join and be involved in it, and some of, I think, the long-term benefits that this is going to have on our community as a whole. So stick around. We're going to talk about what book we're going to start with and how to join. If you are just now finding this channel, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Again, my name is Dana Neeson. I am the owner and founder of Empower Life Group. We are a life insurance agency focused on telesales. Selling life insurance over the phone requires massive communication skills, sales skills, and consistent hard work and effort. Now, you could belong to any IMO, any FMO, any agency, and continue to need to learn how to improve your communication skills and your sales skills, which is probably why you are on this channel, right? Not taking away from where you're at. I'm sure you are with a great community that pours into you in other ways. However, one thing that you probably hear a lot, not just from me or your upline or from other leaders in this space, is that self-development is critical. And we may not all have the ability to get on an airplane and fly to a conference. There's lots of Zoom classes that are offered by lots of leaders in this space, but that's really a chance for us to just be a voyeur, right? To just kind of listen, take in the information, take notes, but really, unless you apply it or you're challenged to share your thoughts, it really just kind of leaves you with a temporary feeling of motivation, which is ultimately lost, and then you feel lost again. I've been wanting to start a book club for a while. I've thought about it, just never felt like the right time or place to be able to do it. I, too, need to be held accountable for my additional learning and communication. I do spend about 30 to 45 minutes every day listening to a podcast while I'm getting ready for work. But I don't really have anybody that I typically share what I've learned with. I don't challenge people with critical thinking outside of, training and listening to call reviews with the team. So I really think that this is a great opportunity for agents from all companies to come together and all challenge ourselves to read an additional book, even if you currently read an additional book once a month. And by the end of 12 months, you have now not only just read 12 books, but you are enhancing your communication skills by being part of a group. It should improve your critical thinking because we're going to be asking questions that you may not come up with on your own. You're going to be able to learn from lots of different perspectives, right? Because we're trying to foster a collaborative learning environment. This is going to hopefully potentially boost your professional development. In addition to communication skills, critical thinking, learning from others, it's also going to allow us to network, right? We can network and collaborate with like-minded professionals, even if we're at different organizations. It also keeps you focused, right? If there's one thing that we're all driving towards by the end of the week when we meet, which I think is going to be every Wednesday night moving forward, it's going to help drive us to when we are done at the end of the day, maybe instead of going out for that drink or turning on Netflix or doing whatever else we're going to do, we pick up that book. Or if you are kind of like me, I like to listen to books. So whatever you do, that you continue to learn and pour into yourself for personal growth and your well-being. Other benefits that I think having a book club might do for you, I know it's going to do it for me, but I think it's going to reduce our stress, right? When we come together collectively, that social interaction and that shared interest in the book, I think it's going to provide a welcome break from the work-related stress, from the noise that we experience. We're going to learn and hopefully be like in a relaxed environment where there's no pressure of getting a sale. It's going to stimulate you mentally, right? We're going to get some cognitive stimulation here and more than just following a script, right? Let's challenge ourselves to continue to push ourselves to go beyond words on a paper, right? Social engagement. We, for the most part, work from home. We all work from home. And even though my team meets on, Google Meets, or you might have a Zoom room, for the most part, you're still isolated, right? You're still working alone. I think this is also going to be a cool way to meet new people, maybe build some friendships. And that way, when, maybe we meet together at a conference, we'll have this as a foundation to create some relationships outside of just our sales. I think that joining something like this will help you with your empathy skills, because as you have discussions with different people about different perspectives, you're going to develop a greater understanding of how other people think. And they're going to maybe challenge you to think about things in a different way, just like you'll be able to challenge somebody else to think about things in a different way. And of course, more than anything, I want this to be something that delivers all of us personal growth. Engaging with sales and communication strategies, because that is the theme of this book club. It's going to be about communication and sales, which is all areas that we need for personal and professional growth. I may interweave in some leadership books throughout this as well. I don't see that there could ever be an end date. This is only going to be something that if you have just heard excerpts from books, or you don't know which book to read, this is something that can hold you accountable from just picking one and pushing forward with it. I know I need accountability, right? It's very easy for me to do other things because we just had a full day of work and I just want to mentally check out. But that's not always the best thing for us. So if this is something that you want to be a part of, our first meeting will be a week from today, which is Wednesday, April 9th, is going to be the first day that we meet. And that will be at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. We will meet for 1 hour and we will talk about the first part of the book that we're going to read. And the first book that we are going to read is Super Communicators by Charles Duhigg. Now, if you haven't heard of this book before, I had my team watch a YouTube video and it was just like knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb. The whole video blew me away. I think I've seen that interview now 3 times. Essentially, the book explores both the science and the art of effective communication. And you're really going to get a deeper understanding of how being stronger in your communication ultimately builds trust, right? It helps understanding of each other. And of course, it helps get you those positive outcomes of helping somebody change their situation because you are just a better communicator. You are a better listener. You can actually establish rapport better without asking people, how's the weather and what did you do last weekend? Okay, so that is the first book that we're going to read. If you want to be part of the book club, all you have to do is click the join button on the main page of this YouTube channel. It is completely free for agents in the Empower Life group. It's $9.99 a month if you are outside of it. And I think that is also something that will help hold you accountable for actually doing it, to show up for the group, because not only are we wanting you to be accountable to the group, but we want you to be accountable to yourself. It should be a super small barrier to entry, very little price to pay to be part of a community that will help foster your personal and professional growth. So go out and get the book, Super Communicators by Charles Duhigg. And once you join, I will be sending out communication on the links for the private room that we will meet in to discuss the first few chapters of the book. And we'll have an exact lesson for how many chapters that we'll read. If you have any questions about this, feel free to post it in the chat below. I'm very excited to launch this for you guys, and I hope that you join us in our further exploration of being stronger communicators. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys at our first meeting.